Oh, hey, Alex, you were here for my stream of this. Do you remember how bad that looked? With like 10 times. Okay, maybe not 10 times, but it's worse.
It is going to be pretty bad. I don't know if this is anything you can do, but if you actually can turn down your microphone very, very slightly, or like move it away, that might help because you do kind of your audio does go dead occasionally, and I think it's just because it's like coming through too loud or something.
Okay, I turned down the gain. Did that help?
I don't know. I guess we'll see. It's not a huge deal either way.
It's the PC version, Kev.
So I like how people are like, "Oh, this isn't Harry Potter." Like, yeah, it's my fucking desktop. Like, okay, so let me explain what we're getting into before I actually start the game up. So first of all, this is a Patreon reward. The game was requested, and I could have said no because, oh my god, but we're gonna try. So what we're about to
We have a
witness
backup
is,
game as well.
yeah, what we're about to witness is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on the PC, attempting its damnedest to run properly on this computer, and failing considerably because you'll see why. And
It's a PC game from 2002.
yeah, so it's let's get into it. And you're not going to even see all of the issues that I'm seeing on my end, but
Oh, really?
because it gives me a bunch of like security warnings and like asking me to run and asking about like graphical issues as the game opens. So let's see. Oh, okay. There's something. Color scheme has been changed to Windows 7 Basic. Now here's this this
Oh boy.
glorious window here. Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Jesus, I didn't have nearly this much trouble. What the hell?
Oh. Okay. Okay, Hedwig is not duplicating. That's good.
Lived at number 4
Yay.
Drive with his horrible uncle and
So, just gonna state this straight off. The narrator is Stephen Fry.
Oh, okay.
And even though he was a
So you see how Harry's legs stick through the wall there a little bit? Yeah, we're gonna get some fucky shit here. Every single like the models are visible through the level architecture no matter what the camera angle is. So, and there's also some like severe PS1 style texture warping.
Creepypasta.
George arrived in a flying Ford Anglia to rescue Harry from his
So, I should explain why I picked this. This was my second game. My first one was Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup, also for PC. But I didn't really play that one much. This is basically my first game. And I liked it as a kid and whatnot. I did recently play it on my own stream. Well, not recently, it was like 3 years ago. It didn't fuck up nearly as much, despite me being on an even newer version of Windows.
Yeah, I don't know.
I did have some problems, but not nearly this many. And it's funny, because I also ran it on Windows 7 once, like Josh is, and it ran just fine, so I don't know. It might be because we're pirating it. Sorry, yahaha.
Possibly. But yeah, this is actually the better of the two graphical settings, because I had Joel look at it, and the other one doesn't have the fucked up layering issues, but it does do the thing where it doesn't clear... like, it doesn't clear the graphics every frame, so everybody leaves a trail behind them. So when I said that, like, Hedwig isn't duplicating, basically, like... Yeah, she, like... Oh, Lucius is walking through her shoulder.
I suppose your parents
But yeah, it was like Hedwig was basically turning into like a giant rod in the sky, and like,
least I can
oh my God, what the fuck?
It was for the Windows, like, XP was the latest operating system at the time. And yeah, it was based on the bugs. I do really like this game though, just like it's weird because you can get into the conversation about nostalgia. I don't think it holds up, but I did at least have fun with it when I played it.
Well, I see we're flying from Diagon Alley here. Uh-oh.
Yep.
I like the 1 second loading screen
No
too.
one was watching. Ron and Harry took off.
Now all we've got to worry about are our
Yeah, that's
The voices are layering over each other. What the fuck?
Be careful, by the way. This airplane is extremely fucked.
Okay.
I think we're almost there. Uh-oh. I think the car. Come on, car. Come on.
Come on, car. Loading game. Okay, here we go. This is where it gets real good. Because now
I'm
we
a little
have,
bit behind. I don't have screen share.
now we have the bushes and the fence posts layering through the Whomping Willow, which in itself is layering through walls. So,
Over here, Harry. The Whomping Willow's got me.
and we're gonna see the PS1 warping in a second here, and then I'm actually gonna get to play the game because I haven't even played any of it yet.
That's not true. You opened a single chest.
This is true. Okay, so here's what we're working with the PS1 warping. Moving the camera slightly causes some pretty good distortion here, and yeah, we can see parts of the walls through the tree. We can see a chest through the tree. We're about to see the tree through a wall in a second here. So I think the majority of the commentary on this stream is probably going to be laughing at the graphical
Reacting
issues,
to yeah.
but we'll try to actually have gameplay at some point.
Chest with the Alahamora.
To cast a spell, press
I don't really want to like ramble about my history with it as a kid because it probably is very interesting anyway. There's not really much to say. I played it.
I mean, it's fair enough though. I've not played any of the Harry Potter games other than like the little bit of the Lego one that I did on YouTube and like 30 minutes of some Game Boy Color one, I think, way back in the day. Okay. So yeah, here's the. Let me show what I meant. Yeah, here's the tree rendering through the wall. This is some good shit. We're gonna get stuff like this throughout the entire stream, probably.
Oh. Good.
I'm waiting for PS1 Hagrid. I can't wait.
This is
He looks slightly less
walk
terrible
into them,
as compared to
save
PS1.
currents. When you faint, your game will automatically.
Yeah, that's true. It does actually have a pretty good speedrunning community. A couple of speedrunners entered my streams when I was doing it.
Let me just glide awkwardly in the water here. Okay, so I guess we should probably save Ron. I don't know what I need to. Oh my god, the fucking tree. I don't.
This is a PC game. It's hilarious how
Oh my god. I can't even tell
like,
what I'm looking at half the time here. Jesus, what
we're
is
technically
this?
running this. We're technically running this on the same platform it was.
This road squeezes me like a snake.
Holy fuck, that's bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good shit. Oh, good.
Yeah,
Well, as long as I get a chocolate frog.
Some of your stamina.
They're like the health
Okay,
pickups in
how
this
the
game.
fuck do I... What am I supposed to do here? I mean, I guess I'll find out. There's like a crack in the wall. Oh,
You can
Open
unlock
up
that.
magically locked objects,
see.
such as chests and secret doors.
just in secret doors.
Oh, so here's another fun fact. The soundtrack for this game was composed by Jeremy, better known for doing the soundtracks of the Elder Scrolls 3, 4, and 5. You know, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim.
Alright. Are you sure it wasn't done by Carlos Alazraqui, who was the
The
voice
same
of...
actor who provided the voice of Clancy Brown,
I think I see
who
a
voices
secret
Tom
door
Kenny.
right there.
Who was the voice of Spider-Man, who voiced Spock, who was the former driver
Wait,
of the
wait,
Rocket
the-
Babies.
I was gonna say, did I get cut off? Did I, when I said Jeremy Soule?
Yeah, you just said Jeremy. Like,
Fucking hell.
it's...
I think that's my shitty internet. I can't really do anything about it.
It might be.
Oh no!
Hagrid. I cut off 99% of the time. Well, see, I thought that it happens worse when there's lots of people in the call, but isn't as bad when it's only like 2 people.
Better get a move on.
Not sure.
We don't want Professor Snape catching us out so late.
What is this rumpus?
Not only does Lumos cast light, it also reveals magically hidden things.
That's just not true.
What isn't?
That,
I'm a little bit behind.
that
I guess I would
Lumos
just.
reveals hidden
Oh.
things.
Well, it does in this game.
Yeah, the game
Yeah.
is running properly, it's just not looking properly. I like the single frame saving it.
To jump, run to the ledge and
I mean, as I said to Josh earlier, though, I mean, technical difficulties and random graphical bullshit is like a marker.
Yeah.
This-
The beans, Harry!
Beans. I should collect as many as I
The
can.
fuck do the beans
They'll come
do?
in handy later. Harry,
they're a currency.
right over
Oh.
here.
The kids swap them to fucking buy other sweets and wizard cards off each other. I was also roughly 4 when I played this game.
So I also will mention, like, I said that, why am I getting text? What the fuck? Okay, I don't care. It's, I said that I only ever played the Lego game and the, like, Game Boy one. I did play, like, a demo disc of one of the PC ones. It could have been this, it could have been, like, Sorcerer's Stone, I'm not sure. But I do remember...
Those 3 are pretty similar.
I remember Flipendo being in that and being very confused because that's not a spell they ever use in the books, ever. So I don't...
Flipendo would make it either this one or the...
Oh, we got... There's a thing through the wall, as always.
I was also born in 1990 in Sashiagni. Or Sashiagni.
Flipendo is absolutely not in the books.
Flipendo is as in the books as Hermione being black. Flipendo. Yeah, the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Color, sorry, versions.
Man, I wish it would stop cutting you out. I don't know what to really say about that.
There's nothing I can do about it except wait. Like, I guess I could have waited a few weeks. I think we have better internet at home. I'm at uni at the moment for a job.
To access the Folio Magi.
The Folio Magi.
Collected thus far.
Yeah, it's the collection of cards.
Okay, so shoot the armor and get beans.
Yep, there's a lot of things you can do that too.
I'm
Something you can even go to multiple times.
I'm noticing that the game doesn't really want to give me the ability to like have to choose between spells. It's very much just context sensitive. Does that ever change?
Yes, yeah. No, it's context sensitive. The like console versions are more like Zelda, where you kind of swap them into like action buttons.
Okay.
But this one's just there's a cast button
The rain
and it's
stops.
context sensitive.
At least we'll be dry when we get expelled.
If the WWWYZZERD isn't in the folio, it's not worth having. I like how I can hear this voice acting in my head.
Yeah, I was about to say
Have
you
such
can't
fucking-
actually hear the game because you're just watching
Yeah.
the stream. Probably.
But I know exactly what it sounds like. This is like formative
Get lost.
fucking Freudian memories for me.
It's locked tight.
I hope Ron doesn't get lost. What? Like, where? The door is fucking right there. How little faith do you have in Ron?
Look at the stars.
It's also one of those situations where like I played the game a lot over the course of several months or even a couple of years, and it took me all of that time to beat it, and even then I had to get help from my friend. But when I streamed this, it took me a total of like 6 hours. I don't know what it is about games from the childhood, always, from the childhood, always seeming like they're longer than they actually are. Yeah, we're probably gonna get through like half of this game or like a third of this game, just this stream.
Also, I have to stop doing what I'm doing now because I have this habit of always like exploring everything and collecting shit, even when it's a game I know I'm not going to be finishing. So I should probably just kind of like progress.
Yeah,
with
just
what
try
the
to
game
see as
wants
much
me
as
to do.
possible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'll try to not keep doing that. You should like call me out on it if I keep doing it.
All right, sure thing.
The Gryffindor dormitory is just over here to the right.
The broomstick flying stuff. I mean, there is a Quidditch minigame. Why we're not going to finish this game? Because it's a Patreon reward. I only get 2 hours.
Yes, I remember how the dormitory is just as soon as you go in the fucking castle.
Yeah.
I mean, not that there was ever a map, really, but...
The dormitory is up here, Harry.
Okay, hold on. What happened if I went the other way? Nothing.
trying to remember. I think that way just leads to a corridor that wraps around to the.
Finally, there's the portrait of the fat lady.
Where does it go?
Give her the password.
think it just
Finally,
loops
we
around.
got to the
I
portrait.
thought you'd have the password.
Like, yeah, that was like a
Why
2-second
don't
walk.
I have the password?
I guess you hypothetically probably could if Josh was up to it.
You're right. I bet
Goyle,
you
but-
would have it.
I wouldn't recommend it. You should probably your own
Right
thing.
on time.
I heard the most incredible story about you two getting expelled over a flying car.
I'm loving these character
Hey,
models.
We're tired. Could you just tell us what the password is?
Wattlebird.
It might be fun to
Good to see you again.
Well, actually, I say fun, but with the technical difficulty. But there's a debug mode in this game you can activate in the settings, and then there's some interesting stuff you can see.
You
Like,
two should hear about the bean trading system we've set up.
Oh, the bean trading system.
Every flavour of beans. Fred, myself, and several of our
Mum's
associates
furious,
have set
lad.
up trading opportunities throughout Hogwarts. Some of us
yeah,
have
Josh heard
arranged
about the
items to
Estericist
trade.
embargo.
If you have enough beans,
Yeah,
we'll
Vinny
trade
did a
for you.
stream of it in
Where are we
his
supposed to
like
get all these
flash
beans?
game collection
They're hidden all
stream a
over
few
the
days
place.
ago. It was
It's not hard to
very
find them.
bizarre.
You should have enough.
He didn't even really say much about it, did he? He was just like, oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
It'll be
pretty
a
much.
pleasure doing business with you, I'm sure.
The bean trading system from the book. Well, it was never explicitly, but it was always there if you read into it.
Yeah, if you read between the lines.
Once inside the common room, Harry was greeted by Harry and
Scraping
Ron.
spell.
They
Harry was
reveal
greeted
something.
by Harry and Ron became Harry slept well that night.
Looked forward to his
Why the fuck is the
Good morning, Harry.
game running too
It's time
fast?
for our Defense Against the Dark Arts lesson with Professor Lockhart. I just
Oh.
love his books. He's
I think it's because, like, they probably timed the audio cues to
Follow us.
based on they thought it would take to process or something,
Maybe.
instead of just being sequential. Free between the lines cross. Oh hey, Saf. I just
It's you.
noticed that Sapphire came into chat.
Yeah, beans. I'm not sure why there's a pot just emitting purple smoke here, but I'll accept it.
You use that to make health potions, but also it's kind of out of the way. You should probably just go back.
Hmm?
I'm doing the thing. I'm calling
Yeah.
you out. You're not.
I know. Ooh, can we kick Mrs. Norris? What the hell is is this
I think
just
you
a
do get
painting
responsive
of,
for
like-
bumping into people. There might be one.
Is this just a painting of like the corner of a desk? What the fuck?
I think you can open it,
How?
like casting.
It's not doing anything.
Oh, never mind then. Maybe not. There are a few that you can do. Oh, I think that one opens up if you do a secret or something. Most of the secrets just involve random fucking holes opening up and there being a trail of beans inside, perhaps leading to a huge ornate treasure chest containing a trading card. You know, Hogwarts.
I do like how the wizard trading cards are separate from the chocolate frogs, even though they're supposed to be like packaged together.
Oh, hello, Nick.
You have 33 months at $10, Jesus.
Years, I still find new secrets in
Well, up to you. I would say no.
Here's a special area that
Oh, one thing you should definitely do is,
collect all
once you've, like, cleared these cutscenes, save at the bottom of the stairs, then climb to the top and jump down. You will get an excellent...
all the wizard cards you collect. You'll get a key that will allow you to open one of the 4 locks on the door.
Okay,
See
so
if you can find
you can't
all
open the
40
door until you get all
cards
40, but you get a
that
key
use
after every
the
10.
and the
Why?
bars.
I don't know. It's just to track your progress, I guess.
Was there a save point down there that you wanted me to use, or
Yeah, at the bottom of the stairs.
If okay, I wasn't sure if the
very
stairs just
bottom.
kind of like do their own thing, or
If you step on them, they basically start to move. They're like moving.
Hi, would you consider a trade?
These public domain artworks.
so.
Hello.
Hello.
Well,
It's still early in the
Saishiagni, if you ever want to, like, do that, you could always no-clip through it using... Just look up, like, Chamber Secrets PC debug mode.
You'll have to...
Hi,
Should be able to
would
find
you
it.
consider a trade?
I'm just bumping into people to see what crap they say.
I think if you try to do that later, some of them that want the trade will like automatically initiate it.
There's just Vincent Van Gogh, you know.
Steal his beers. Oh, is that like a thing you do like at parties?
God.
You could do that too, Goyle. But yeah, basically you could use some mana to get in there.
Alright, so am I dropping from here?
Wherever the top floor is. I mean, it doesn't have to be the top floor, but
Oh,
I think
look,
it's funniest
a
from-
pile. Cool. The fuck is this? Alright, let's,
I think the speedrun community for this game considers one being getting every secret. I don't remember if it's tracked, but I do know that they make, like, as a sound effect when you do that.
The death was not as glorious as I was hoping, but, he did make kind of a stupid noise.
Okay. I was, yeah, this is basically just the noise. I was hoping for that. Yeah, basically. I can't hear it, so I wasn't sure if he actually made it.
Yeah. What the fuck is that painting there? Alright, well, let's see what Lockhart's getting up to, I suppose.
I don't think any of them are developed.
I'm liking this, jump off of the stairs while they're moving to get a speed boost thing that you can do.
You remember where it is, don't you?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, good. The fuck?
Oh yeah,
Get out of here.
this part.
Filch might be lurking nearby.
Well, well, I heard a crash and what do I find? Mr. Harry Potter.
Just stand around like an idiot.
Replaceable antique vase.
Vaz.
Filch, the caretaker, was loathed by every student at Hogwarts. Some thought his cat, Mrs. Norris, spied.
God damn, this cat looks bad.
Honestly, it just fell.
Oh, we're already introducing the basilisk. Wow, that didn't take long at
Yep.
all.
Like I said, this game's like 6 hours long, so they gotta rush the plot.
Hey, what you talking about?
I heard a voice.
God, the fucking
Hearing
cat.
voices won't get you off.
It didn't just fall. What the fuck are you talking about, Harry? The other students pushed it. I guess he's.
Yeah, like, you could at least... Like, it isn't your fault. You could tell the truth here. Like...
Yeah, I never really understood the whole like snitches get stitches shit. Like, it wasn't really that much of a thing, like in my school or whatever. But I never understood like
Yeah, beans.
that you're supposed to take the blame for shit
Getting
that isn't
distracted
your
by
fault.
shit. The fuck is this? What is this secret crawl space?
It's another thing you can unlock.
Excuse me. What is this?
Snitches die in
Take an
ditch.
interest in... Oh, okay, it steals
Oh
beans.
god, the fucking gnomes.
Can I...
Yeah,
do
you have to
anything about it?
flipendo. You have to flipendo them, and then you walk into them to pick them up, and then throw them in the gnome hole. They give you a tutorial for this in the first level, but yeah,
Hmm. Alright.
it's very dumb. Very cool.
Wait.
The stream died. What? I'm not
bullshit.
seeing it.
I assume you will let me know if it dies.
It hasn't gone offline for me. I'm still seeing it just fine.
Gotta get all the beans, they're important. Alright, anyway. Oh, 69
Welcome
beans,
to
that's
Defense
hilarious.
Against the Dark Arts. My fame
69,
may be unnecessary, but I'll give you one anyway.
Okay, it seems
What, did
like
Hogwarts not have the budget for chairs?
Order of Merlin, third class. Honorary member of
No.
the Dark
No, of course
Force
not.
of Sleep.
They could afford the,
Winner of
like,
which
pterodactyl
is
skeleton,
most
though.
charming.
Yes.
Ah, I see. You've all got a complete set of
What's
my
going on? We're in fucking
We shall be learning
Defense Against the Dark
Rictus
Arts class,
Sempra
and we're
spell.
gonna do a risk.
Rictus Sempra is very useful when stunning certain pesky creatures such as
Sort of.
foolish pixies.
And then we'll do a shitty Zelda dungeon.
Harry Potter, will you step down?
Yeah, I'm glad there are other people nostalgic for this than just me. People never really talk about this. If they ever talk about the Harry Potter games, it's usually the console version.
Clear your mind completely, Harry. Don't even think about me. And concentrate on the symbol in front of you. See the wand?
Oh,
It's going
okay, so
to
we
move
actually
its
do have to
way
draw shapes.
around the symbol.
Mhm.
To the exact point when the wand passes over the arrows, hit the corresponding arrow key.
Oh.
This exercise has 3 parts. You must hit all
What the
of
fuck
the
is
arrows
this?
correctly in order to progress to the next round. Ready to try? Round 1, begin.
See, I was expecting to have to move the mouse in the shape of this, not whatever the
Nope.
hell this is. This doesn't
That's what
even
you
make
did
any
in the
sense.
first game. That's what you did in the first game, but actually that was what killed my attempt to play the first game on my stream, because that breaks horribly if you try to run it on a newer computer, because mouse sensitivity is just completely fucked and you can't
Oh.
fully trace the shape.
Good. But yeah, I
Trace
like
the
how the arrows don't even match like the shape that you're doing. Like, what the hell is this?
Well done, Harry. You were
It's just, like I said, it's just a rhythm game. It's completely arbitrary.
Round 3, begin.
Advanced Rictus Sempra. So I'm assuming the Wii games probably had like a bunch of horrible fucking motion, like wand waving that didn't work.
Work, Harry.
I don't know. The only ones I've actually played are I played the first 3.
did the exercise.
I played the first 3 for original Xbox. I played Goblet of Fire for both PC and console, but that's when they started being the same between them. And then I played a very small amount of Deathly Hallows Part 1 on DS, and that sucked fucking ass. It was so goddamn bad. Like, 30 minutes into the game, they give me a tutorial for, like, a potion mixing minigame, and I just can't fucking do it. I kept failing it, even though I'm clearly following the instructions.
You lose the challenge. Along the way, you will find
So I'm doing some kind of weird Nickelodeon Guts thing here. I'm not sure what it is.
I've always thought of it as, like, a shitty poor man's Zelda dungeon. It's just completely linear. It's not really, I guess, but you progress through an area using a newly acquired thing, basically.
3, 2, 1, go. Takes 2 steps. Oh, hey, let me explain this thing here.
Oh, jeez.
You can use Flipendo to push them around.
Yeah, the Goblet of Fire game was kind of interesting, but I haven't gone back to it recently, but I tried watching gameplay, and it's just, like, kind of hideous and doesn't look fun. So,
to push the fire crab onto this plate.
if we beat this, do we get the crag? I don't know what you're talking
The aggro crag from Guts.
Oh, okay.
Flipendo!
It's a tickling spell. No, I think that's, like, Mimpy Wimpy or whatever it's called. I think if you get to the wizard dueling, then you'll, Mimble Wimble or something.
I remember Rictus Sempra from the, like, duel between Harry and Malfoy, but I don't remember what it does, because I think that the movies change every single spell to just be, it launches the opponent backwards. Like,
Yeah, basically. With a different colored, like, light effect.
yeah. Except for the one that just kind of summons a live snake. That one...
Mimble Wimble Pog.
That's a giant orange snail.
That is a giant orange snail. Very descriptive.
The acid of the secret will burn you. Harry will just
God, this game.
Rictus Sempra will stun them.
The time limit really isn't that stingy. You get more time every time you pick up a star. It's pretty easy to end with a... like, way past the time limit.
So I like how the way of dealing with this enemy is exactly the way that you dealt with the last enemy.
Well, no. The last enemy, you have to flip over with Rictus and then push into a space with Flipendo. This one, you have to have it spin in place with Rictus Sempra and then push it into a thing.
Okay, I see.
I'm really fucking glad that I'm, like, awakening memories that people didn't even remember that they had with this fucking stream.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Also, why is the defense class just whatever the fuck this is? Like,
I don't know. They're teaching you a defensive spell. So they're just like, well, now you gotta run through a gauntlet to prove you know how to use it.
I guess. And only Harry has to do it. He's the only one who matters.
Yep. I'd like to imagine that the rest of the... I don't know what's funnier, if the rest of the class are just sitting around waiting for him, or if he brings up, like, a fucking... like, magical surveillance system
Yeah,
that
like,
shows them Harry's playthrough.
the way that,
And then he just like fucking falls into a pit and dies.
It's just like how nobody could see what the fuck was going on during the second or third tasks in Goblet of Fire.
Yes.
Magical security
Exactly.
camera that just kind of shows what's going on. On like and they have like it's just straight up a TV screen, and it's like like sponsored from a specific brand.
Anything they might have stolen. You can also pick up gnomes and throw them around.
Yeah, actually, the graphical issues have kind of gone away a bit. They're still there,
Huh.
but they're not as awful.
And where they go to deposit
Yeah.
stolen goods.
I think it depends on level geometry, right? Because like this is basically a core
Get rid of them.
opportunity for
You cannot climb
layouts to overlap and intersect.
Hello. The only spell I know how to use, and by God, I'm gonna use it.
Throw gnomes into gnome hole. Oh, the stream is taking a shit for me.
Oh, good.
I think it might be fine now. Oh, something's happening. It's like suddenly dropped to like 2 FPS. Or like 0.5 FPS.
Okay.
Uh,
I am not really sure what to do about that. Let me.
you have a save. It seems to be back to normal.
I don't know.
I guess if it does that for an extended period of time, we'll find this.
So, I'm just gonna copy a joke from Reddit, and because I was saying like how this is the only spell I can use, and then of course like everyone makes the joke about how like Harry spams Expelliarmus and nothing else. I did see a recent post that has now been reposted like fucking 20 times because nobody has an original thought. That's in the first book. Hermione says, I'm going to bed before we get killed, or worse, expelled. So Harry knows that expelling is worse than death. That's why he
Oh my
uses it.
fucking god. That's not like. That's basically just a pun.
It is a pun.
Or like a pseudo pun. I don't know. I have less appreciation of puns than most people do, seem to.
I mean, I think most people kind of hate puns, but it's one of those things where it's like you have to pretend to hate it even if it's kind of good. Like,
Yeah. Like everyone will laugh their ass off and be like, "Oh, that's terrible." It's like, then why did you laugh?
yeah, pretty much.
I usually just roll my eyes.
Just in case you ever end up in whatever the fuck this type of place is, where you have to open a secret panel in a wall and then like shoot a gargoyle statue to open up a. Actually, what the fuck am I doing? Hold on. What am I supposed to do with this anime?
Oh, you're not supposed to do anything with that one. That one's just to get in your way.
Oh, okay.
The fieriness is on these crabs that are totally just turtle. Stream's kind of crapping again.
Wow, that sucks. I don't know if I should be stopping. It's not like anything too terribly amazing is going on.
Oh. Okay.
I'll probably upload the like my actual recording of this and not the Twitch version, and hopefully that'll be a little bit better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does say I'm dropping frames though, so.
Though to be fair, the fact that you're simultaneously streaming and recording might be caught shitting in the first place. I don't know how good your computer is, but that'd be pretty intensive on.
That's what I
any
usually
computer.
do.
Fair enough. And I mean, this is an old game, so it really shouldn't be being intensive. But...
Well, then again, neither should fucking Psychonauts. In that game, we
Yeah.
determined that apparently screen sharing that game is just a cardinal sin.
Yeah, I don't
What
know.
the fuck is this?
What?
Okay, I mean, I kinda... No, I don't get what this is. Okay, hold on. Let me just see what these do. Oh, okay.
Hey Dante, how come you couldn't commentate over this game I trying to say? How come you couldn't be this active in chat when I was streaming this?
Oh wait, I'm a moron.
I'm gonna hold you to the exact same standards, despite that being a long time ago. The secret dungeon that was and or leads to Snape Room, that's not the game. And it doesn't lead to Snape's room, it leads back to the potions classroom. I don't know if we're gonna get that far. We should at least be able to do the first two like major levels. I checked how far I got within like 2 hours. It was a little bit further than that, so.
Alright.
I don't think you actually know you do need to do.
I have no idea what to expect for levels in this game, because I definitely wouldn't have thought Defense Against the Dark Arts class is whatever the fuck this is. So,
They're all just like this.
oh,
I think there's 4 major levels in this style, and they're Defense Against the Dark Arts, Charms, Herbology, and then Defense Against the Dark Arts again. And then there's like there's like 4 mini dungeons that you have to do kind of in between these, and then there's 2 other dungeons that take place outside of class. So there's basically 6 major dungeons and mini dungeons. What happens when your extremely generous time runs out? You just fail it. Start again or thing.
I don't know. If I
It's really more of a high
these
score.
beans, I might fail. I've been thinking about those beans.
Where the hell did the timer go? Does it only show up when you,
I mean, it's still up there.
Oh, yeah, I was just scrolled down. My bad. That's a good question. Are you enjoying this, Josh, at least?
I mean, I'm enjoying it ironically, at least.
Oh, that reminds me. This isn't to do with this game specifically, but I remember that I had,
Is this just
several of the...
What the fuck?
I had several of the DVDs, for the Harry Potter movies growing up, and, for the Chamber of Secrets one, there was a DVD extra. I really liked the bonus features on all the DVDs, because they would always put weird shit in them. Not just behind-the-scenes stuff. They don't really do this anymore, but, like, mini-games built into the DVDs and shit like that. And one of them was, like, this strange game called, like, Journey to the Chamber or something, and it was basically, you have to go down some corridors, and then you get caught by Snape. And he's like, you're gonna get detention unless you can answer these trivia questions. So you have to answer trivia questions about the movie. Yeah, and then Filch catches you and you do, and then you get to the actual bathroom that the chamber's in. By the way, I assume we're gonna discuss this, assuming everyone part of the book / movie / game,
Like,
just because it's fucking old and
yeah,
whatever.
If you don't know the plot of this series at this point, then like whatever.
Yeah. So you get to the bathroom, and this is my favorite part. They basically just show you the different stalls from a top-down view, and you have to pick the one that is like the entrance, right? You can't actually distinguish any of them. You just have to remember from the shot in the movie which one it is. And I think from the top-down shot with the entrance at the bottom of the screen, it's like one of the bottom right ones or something like that. So you have to just remember this,
Wow.
pick it. Huh?
Just that sounds very fair.
Yeah. If you fail at any point, like, you have to go... And then you keep going, all controlled with the DVD remote. You get into the chamber, and then it's basically just... sort of like a... What do you call it? Like a... Not like a text adventure, but like,
Point and click. Like,
basically, you're in a part of the room, and yeah, like an adventure game, you're in a part of the room, you have to go back, forward, left, and right. You can explore the tunnels all you want, but there's just nothing in there. There's just fucking nothing in the chamber. And it's like really eerie, because you're basically just building anticipation for what's at the end of the chamber. You're like, what could it be? Am I going to turn the corner and see the basilisk any moment? But there's absolutely nothing. And eventually you have no choice but to go up to the giant Slytherin head and enter the mouth. And when you do, it basically just plays like a 3-second jump scare of the basilisk fucking zooming towards the camera and the game ends. That shit gave me nightmares.
fuck.
That's the whole game. You can't win. You just get killed by the basilisk.
Alright.
Journey to the Chamber describes me. Good.
You got cut off there. So Kiff in the
I
chat
just read-
said,
I just read
journey
what
to the
Kiff said.
chamber describes me going to the bathroom last night at 4:30 a.m.
So fucking funny. Don't bother with the crap. Actually, I think you do have to bother with it. Never mind, ignore me. I think you only have to bother to a certain extent, and then putting crabs in, you unlock like one of the like mini challenge stars. Which again, don't do anything, it's just for completionist's sake.
Okay, well I won't worry about that one right now then.
This really says a lot about us. You can probably get up there now.
Surprising how much like physical prowess is needed for this thing to teach you a spell that involves waving a wand.
Yep.
Mr. Potter, my Rictus Sempra challenge.
Oh well, look at that!
Yeah, the
Harry
giant
fell down 100 feet and died. Well, who wants to go next?
God. I like how you can see the sky from this room, implying that they just took up one of the fucking towers of the castle just for this fucking class. Set up this whole fucking
Who you?
like obstacle course.
How about a try, Harry?
Hogwarts is definitely not wheelchair friendly. This would never OSHA inspection. Well, good thing it's in Scotland and not.
Press on the yes button to accept the trade, or the no button to decline.
I mean, I don't give a shit. 221 for this card. What the fuck?
Let's hope you can get into the bean bonus room because it's fucking stupid and great.
Dude, I don't want to do this. Just no, go away. Tossing up the ballgame. Is this just Torgo? What the fuck? Okay.
Harry, the weekly house point ceremony is about to start. Follow me,
Who are
and
you?
I'll show you where it is.
The stream's taking the shit again.
I'm not sure who this is supposed to be.
I think if it's the random girl, like Gryffindor girl, then I think it's just a generic NPC.
Ooh, there's
think it's
I'm seeing
Baron
some bullshit through the
particular.
wall.
Yeah.
So why are there just piles of acid? Like, what the fuck?
Where?
Just these big piles of, like, green ooze.
Oh,
Like-
that's ectoplasm.
Oh.
It's like residue from the castle.
Master of Hogwarts. Welcome to the
Yeah, that was a pretty obvious joke to me.
House Point ceremony.
But I already made a Black Hermione joke.
The house with the
Probably
most
shouldn't double dip
points
there.
wins a visit to the
I like that this one is covered with both.
length of
I'm just gonna tell you straight up, the slime is basically what you can clear with the thing from the second level, and the cobwebs or anything that you can cut is from the third level. So I like how those basically just locked with a thing from the second level, and also a thing from the third level, with like nothing in between them.
Good luck.
Why wasn't it just a thing from the third level?
You only have
Yeah, I don't
limited time to collect beans.
You only have a limited time to collect beans. Yeah, I was about to... Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, I do like how Dumbledore is, like, addressing the student body of all of, like, fucking 15 kids. That was pretty good. And he's like... Is this supposed to be the Great Hall? Because it's not very great.
No, there actually is a separate Great Hall map. I have no idea what the fuck this is. The
Obviously,
fucking...
it's the bean bonus room.
It's the foyer for the bean bonus room.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that the bean bonus room is canon.
God, it should be.
Like, it... Okay, so you had this thing where, like, the fucking kids trade the beans as whatever. But then the school also just rewards people every term by letting them go into a room full of beans.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And you get to do this after every level.
Oh, God.
You get to unlock more parts of it with the new spells you get.
Just what I always wanted.
I can't hear it on the stream, but I really like the sound effects of the beans popping out of the chest, because, like...
Yeah. So, yeah, I gotta say, I wasn't really sure what to expect with this game, but definitely not the bean stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
I just take it for granted because I'm so used to
There
it.
you are. Glad I found you.
Hello, Wood.
Time for Quidditch practice, Harry.
Oh, Woods
None
ruins
of
the being a
other
club.
teams have started training yet, so we'll have a good head start.
But I haven't had lunch yet.
You can eat later. Follow me to the Quidditch pitch.
Oh, I think his arm fucked up for a second there. That was good. Alright, well, I guess we're doing Quidditch then. Oh, boy. How did you feel about the Quidditch sections in the series? Because I know a lot of people
Hey,
really
Harry,
hated
want
them.
to trade?
You mean in the books and movies?
Yeah.
See, I haven't reread the book since I was 12, which was like 9 years ago. I probably should. And the movies I last watched about 4 years, 3.5 years ago. In the movies, they were fine. They were visually stimulating. They usually had them coincide with other important things, like obviously the first one thing where everyone thinks Snape is trying to jinx him, and
Right.
the third one, the Dementors show up. But in the books, I can imagine it dragging on. I don't know.
I thought they were fine. Like, they're a little bit of a waste of time, and the complaint that, like, oh, fucking Christ. The complaint that, like, the entire sport is like a bunch of bullshit and is invented purely to, like, give Harry a thing to do is a valid complaint, and I will never deny that.
Well, to be fair, also, British sporting culture is like a big thing.
What the fuck am I doing?
Roland.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Quidditch armor will help soften blows during the match.
Just try your best.
Oh, wait. Oh, I guess I got it. Okay.
Yeah, the first game didn't have facial animations. In the third one, they like massively overcompensate in that game. Like all the characters over-emote in way too strict. I can't remember actually. It's either that or they just still are less, and so it looks even more uncanny because it looks like they kind of half-assed it, whereas this one just looks like they had limitations.
So, what am I doing? I'm having a really hard time paying attention to you and the instructions. I know something about, like, dodging a seeker. Okay.
Malfoy is about to get cancelled, basically.
Oh. But this isn't the one where he tries to sue a bird, though.
That's true.
That's my favorite part. Malfoy fucking tries to sue a bird and loses.
Oh, I forgot you actually did another Quidditch section here. I thought it was just a tutorial. Later on, there's like one other time that you're required to play the game, and other than that, it basically exists as a mini game for like.
Wait, I thought I lost that. And how he's what? It looked like the other kid got it, and then he's like, excellent job, Harry. What?
Hey,
I don't know.
new brooms and it looks like, yes they are! They're Nimbus 2001s!
Yeah, I know. Apparently, Lucius Malfoy made a very generous donation.
Like our new brooms, Weasley. What are you doing here, Malfoy?
I mean, better question. What are you and Hermione doing here? You're not on the team.
Perhaps Gryffindor will be able to afford new brooms.
Well, at least no one on the Gryffindor team had to buy their way in. They got in on pure talent.
Yeah, I don't know why they made the Harry Potter like Game Boy games fucking JRPGs. I'd like to try them.
I don't remember which one I played. It was either Game Boy Color or GBA, and it was... The only thing I remember is, like, the very beginning of the game, you have to go through Gringotts, and, like, the minecart crashes or some shit, and you have to go through, like, this ridiculously long platforming section to get to your vault. And then it's like, Harry decided to only withdraw one galleon. And I'm like, what the fuck? We went through all that? Like...
Oh my god.
It's time for potions class with Professor Snape. We don't want to be late. You know what he's like. It's down in the dungeons. Follow me.
Hermione,
I didn't go to a
can't
school
follow
that
you.
was
You're
like...
getting lost. Your path.
I didn't go to a... Just replying to Mars Defu there. I can't really comment despite being British because I didn't go to a performing arts school, so
This leads to the dungeon.
more of the like attention and effort was put into those programs. I know the sports stuff did happen.
I just stepped on a spider. Cool.
I do enjoy that they put like bother to put in the spiders and stuff.
I just liked how you
Because
step on it.
so
It was
it's
just like,
Today, you will attempt to learn the art
The green place, you remember? If you're talking about the dungeon
ever concocted. The
far from
Weld potion. Potter, you have just volunteered to show the rest of the class how this is done.
Did my school have dungeons and a giant squid?
Immediately.
It had a giant squid, but it didn't have.
A Wiggenweld.
I'm pretending you cut off when you said I didn't go to Hogwarts. That's not even what I said. I just said I didn't go to a school that had, like, sport focus.
did he just say grievous?
Wiggenweld potion. Flubberworm mucus and
Fucking all of the, all versions of Chamber of Secrets seem to have stealth sections. Like, the PC version definitely does, and we're not gonna get to it, but so I guess I may as well talk. But for the longest time, I was stuck on a part where all you have to do is, like, run in, not a straight line, but just a single direction down a couple corridors to escape in the part where, like, you're in the Slytherin common room and your all-use potion is wearing off. But I was stuck on this for so long because I just have, like, this fucking Freudian... It's not even Freudian, I just, for whatever reason, stealth sections and chase sections and anything like that always freaks me out and makes it really difficult for me to play properly. Do you want to change the spells? No, that was, that's only in the PC version of the... In this one, we got a rhythm game instead.
Yes. Also, he said I should take my seat, but there's still no chairs.
They are the cauldrons in which Wiggenweld potions can be made.
Only cauldrons in which they can be made.
Flubberworm mucus and Wiggentree bark.
Also be found. You sleep with the bad
No.
It's not even badly
Yeah, Freudian was definitely not the right word to use there, but...
I'm just talking, like, childhood fucking neurosis, I guess.
I knew everything I wanted to about Flubberworm mucus, and I was right.
Well, I thought you touched on some interesting...
Yeah, So there's a section like that in this, but in all three of the, like, console versions of the first three games, they had, like, quite a lot of, like, repeated stealth sections that were a fair amount more difficult. Not necessarily super difficult, but they had some challenge to them. I always struggled with those two, just for the same reason. Oh, yeah. That's true, Goyle.
So to address the question that was asked earlier, why do people like Malfoy? I have no fucking idea. I hate it. Like, I mean, he's written to be hated, and people are like, oh, he's a bad boy though, and it's so like he's hot.
It's Draco in leather pants.
Yeah,
it's the trope name one.
No. Snape is at least an interesting character. I think he's a fucking dick.
Yes,
and I don't care if he was like slightly redeemed. He's still awful. Like, he's at least, like, a well-written character. Malfoy is just a little bitch.
I don't remember the first PC game having that much stealth.
Enemies of the air, beware.
Oh, you ready for the fucking Mrs. Norris model to, get stapled to the wall?
I already saw it. It was pretty good.
Oh.
I like this part in the movie where, like, everyone's gathered around and Malfoy's just like, you'll be next, Mudbloods. I'm like, dude, you're fucking saying, like, one of the worst wizard slurs in front of, like, all these teachers. Like, what are you doing?
And also saying, like, you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
I mean, Wizard Society is supposed to be kind of back and shit in a lot of ways, anyway.
Yeah, we don't worry about the spider flipping through Dumbledore. It's fine.
Oh god.
Okay, guess that's all we get in that narration.
We have to get to Charms class, Harry.
Another
time
spider.
for Charms.
An idea about what?
We should ask
Oh god, Charms.
about the Chamber of
This upcoming dungeon actually has a jump scare in it, but I should be able to.
There's someone walking through Harry's hair.
Well, not necessarily warn you, but warn the chat. It's really minor, but it did scare me. There's a few of them actually.
Gotta always check extra bullshit. Oh, I already did this. Wait, oh, did Charms class just replace the defense class? Like, do the classes move? Or
no, it's actually on a different. Whole section sneaking from Filch and Peas in the restricted section of the lab.
Hurry up, Harry. We don't want to be late for
Are you sure it was the PC version? Granted, I didn't actually complete that one. I didn't get super. I did unlock the debug and like go through the various levels and stuff. Oh, you know what? Actually, I remember the part where you get detention for. I think it's just before you get detention for harboring Norbert. If that's what you're talking about.
You get detention for what? You cut out.
For harboring Norbert, basically.
Oh.
The dragon.
Yeah.
I think just before that happens, there's a big section.
I like the single being there. Oh, that one had 2. Oh boy. It's gotta be a little
Hope we get
bit
a
of
dungeon
crap between classes.
area with the greenness. Again, greenness is very vague. Do you just mean like a garden area? Because that could be a couple things. Why are the HP developers so enamored with stealth? I don't know. To an extent, the books did have it, like with Harry sneaking out at night with his ability.
Let's ball the
Not really
filch.
fucking
Ball the.
Blast it, Potter! I'll get you!
It's funny though, because I think there were completely different teams for most of them. Like when I say the PC version, the console version, the Game Boy version, I mean that they got
Scourge
3
charm?
different teams to make 3 different fucking games.
Tell us something about the Chamber of
Yeah, Golgotha didn't have stuff.
I deal with charms, Miss Granger.
And I can't really say anything about Order of the Phoenix onwards because I never really played those games. Again, with the exception of Deathly Hollows Part 1 for DS, as I mentioned, for like half an hour.
So I'd like to point out, first of all, what the fuck is the Scourge Charm? Second of all, the book has
rid of
them ask
ectoplasm.
Mr. Binns about this chamber, and then the movies wrote out Mr. Binns and had them ask McGonagall, and now we're asking Flitwick in the game. So there's just no consistency.
they're just truncating it.
Monster to guard the chamber from within. The legend states that one day Slytherin's true heir will return to open.
Yeah, the Flitwick model's pretty good. I still am looking forward to seeing Hagrid.
And then all who are not wizard born.
I think you actually could have gone to see Hagrid, or we could do that after this.
Okay.
Could show you the way to that.
All nonsense, of course. Now back to magic reality. Mr. Potter, perhaps you'd like to step.
Greenish walls, green death pit leads into a classroom.
Whoa, why did I just, like, fucking bow to him?
I think I do know. I think I do know. It's actually the straight up Sashi, so I think we should be able to. I think we should be able to get there.
Yes, we did this. But now we're doing it with a fidget spinner.
Oh god, it is.
Go.
Exciting times. Also, this doesn't matter because you never have to do this again outside of the class.
Well done, Harry.
Yep.
You've advanced to the next level. 5 points to Gryffindor.
Advance to the next level. 5 points.
You did not get any of that. I think the thing you're talking about, the mini dungeon that comes after this dungeon. So we should be seeing it in this stream.
Well done, Harry. You've advanced to the next level. 10 points to Gryffindor. Round 3.
Voices cutting each other off are just the best.
I'm definitely gonna have to rewatch this with the audio. World with Magic, students will get stuck inside furniture and
Oh wait, what? We're going again? Oh god, I wasn't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me just fuck it up on purpose.
No, you have to do it.
I know.
Okay.
Give it another try.
I only missed one. I didn't know it had to be perfect.
Yep. Has to be perfect.
Well done. You've completed all of the necessary exercise. 15 points.
Yeah,
to
in a
Oh
world-
boy.
So again, you got a little cut off, so I'll just read the comment. It was, in a world with magic, students would get stuck inside furniture, and students' head would become transparent.
Spell challenge.
I was also for.
Welcome,
I
Harry
think I already
Potter, to
mentioned
my
that.
Scourge Challenge. To complete
Alright,
the
how
challenge,
deadly is
you
this
must
one
find
gonna
the
be?
completion star, which can be found several
What, the
floors.
spell or the
Try to get
dungeon?
to it as quickly as you can. If
The
the challenge timer
dungeon.
reaches 0 before you have the completion star,
Uh,
the challenge.
It's a little it's creepier.
Along the way, you'll
Okay,
find
so I'm
challenge
seeing now
stars.
what
Collecting
Scourge
challenge
is supposed to be.
stars will boost your
I believe
timer
this is supposed to be
I highly
Scourgify,
recommend
because
you
that was
try to
actually a
find
thing
all
from the
of them.
books.
Try to get the completion star with as many seconds remaining as possible. The higher your score is when you complete the challenge, the more house points.
I just enjoy Harry's clip of going Scourge.
Is an unpleasant greenish
I enjoy all the
substance
fucking
left
audio in this
behind by
game.
ghostly
So
leaves.
stupid.
In some places, it will block doorways and openings. You can cast Scourge to get rid of it.
If you're talking about the house points, it lets you access the bean bonus room, which lets you get beans, which
So that you
lets
can put the
you.
beans on it.
So yeah, well, you can spend those on wizard for 100% basically, and then also at the very end of the game, one of the houses will win, and if you have the most points,
You can also
otherwise
go
it'll be Slytherin.
to free items that have been trapped.
Because fuck
99
Ravenclaw and
routines.
Hufflepuff, they're not even real.
I do remember that, Ben. That was disappointing. Though like another Harry Potter mobile game that at least looks less shit than like leaked. I think there's been like a bunch of footage from China. I'm extremely quiet. Really? I was told to turn my audio down earlier. I'll turn it up a little bit.
She shouldn't be quiet.
Hmm.
I mean, I only told you to turn it down because I was hoping it would stop the audio from cutting out, but,
Oh yeah, no, that that's not the case.
Oh, wait, I can still push this further. Maybe.
Like I said, I think that's just an internet problem. 'Cause I live in a student house, and I don't have to pay the expenses, but it does mean that my letting company picked like the cheapest and shittiest internet plan they could, apparently.
Yes. Ooh, I'm hearing construction outside.
Ectoplasm takes away some of your stamina.
I just realized that the one that said that
Stamina you will lose.
base, so possible she was trolling. Wasn't it news about that RPG yesterday? I don't know, I haven't heard about it. Josh is louder than Winter. I mean, I get it, but...
And, Jean is shorter than Brutus. Taller than, Lord Scotland.
Oh, me, Imhotep is invisible.
Oh no!
I should probably put more effort into my voice so people don't make that mistake.
Is this what Peeves looks like?
Oh, well.
He's just the Joker?
Yeah, basically. So the jump scare I mentioned, later in this level, and also more times in the game, Peeves just hides in certain chests and jump scares you when you open.
So apparently Scourge also works on, just kind of pissing off stuff.
Well, Peeves is a ghost, so... I guess...
Yeah, there's a Harry Potter, like, Pokemon Go thing. Martin played it for a while.
Really? Huh.
It's, Wizards Unite, I think.
I see. Not to be confused with Pokemon Unite.
Yes.
Time to open that can of worms.
Oh, yes.
Let's get
Let's
political.
not, actually. Oh boy. Let's maybe not, actually.
Let's not.
Can ghosts even be damaged? I don't know. Totally different from a ghost.
Yeah,
but I like ghosts.
Peeves is supposed to be different from a ghost, but it was never really made clear what he is.
He's still a dead person's spirit, right?
I don't know.
Is it just he's more corporeal or something because he can manipulate objects?
I don't know if he's actually, like, supposed to be, like, a dead person. I think he might just kind of be some weird, like, manifestation of teenage angst. Like...
But by a significant margin? Should I turn myself down?
I mean, maybe. I think you sound okay. I can't adjust you compared to the game. I do want you to be louder than the game.
Right. Is this better? Asking chat. He's just an embodiment of the mischief of... Really? That's fucking weird.
Yeah, Peeves is just kind of unusual. And I think he was cast for the movies, but then got cut. I don't remember.
And I think the actor that was gonna play Peeves, like, won't shut the fuck up about how much he hates the movies as a result.
Oh.
That seems fine. Okay, cool. Knowing J.K. Rowling, Peeves is probably a racial...
For fuck's sake.
Yes.
Alright, I don't actually know what I'm doing. Oh, wait. Here we go.
Gotta clean up the slime.
Insert Mario Sunshine reference here. Oh, I apparently collected enough wizard cards to get a second, like, bit of health now. Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Didn't know that was a thing.
What's this icky paint like goop?
It's moving! But no, Peeves is still in books 6 and 7. Just, I mean, you don't even see much of Hogwarts in 7 anyway, but he's there.
Yeah, he is there, I remember. He does a thing. Doesn't he help in the battle?
I think so. I know there's a part where, McGonagall is, like, telling Filch to go find Peeves because, like, she hated him or something.
Okay, so I think we might be coming up somewhat... Oh, maybe not yet.
I'm thinking...
I remember it's,
I'm expecting this jump scare to be very mild, but...
It's extremely mild. I'm talking something that scared me as a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
And only kind of slightly scared me knowing what it was as a sensitive adult.
Kind of like how I would always jump at the gravestones that come to life in Banjo. I would go there. I knew ahead of time that they were happening, but they would still always kind of like catch me off guard a little bit somehow.
Yeah, I've always been really sensitive to that shit. I don't watch like horror movies or anything. I can't handle jump scares. Ironically, my favorite anime happens to be a horror anime, but it's like psychological horror and doesn't have jump scares in it, so...
Wait, there was a snail switch? I didn't see
Yeah, underneath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that I, like, stepped on these and they went down and then that was it.
I think... yeah. A John McClane head, then.
Circle strafing John McClane.
I think it's like a chest... It's like while you're going downstairs, like across from you, there's a chest. It's basically just it'll open, nothing seems to come out, and then Pete appears and goes ah.
Yeah, I don't know if I have to bother with this. It is
no, you've already pressed them down.
This one, okay.
Oh wait.
Spam,
They
spam.
poo-pooed my electric Frankfurter.
Is it beans? Is this all for beans? No, it was for a card.
Beans.
Let's see.
I enjoy that using Rictus Emperor on the fucking snails makes their slime trail go for no reason.
I can't actually tell where I'm supposed to go.
Well, I mean, the lone 1986. I think Patreon streams usually go for about 2 hours, so we have basically about 40 minutes or 50.
Creatures they are. If they touch you, they will bite. So try to avoid them. Rictus Emperor will stun them.
Rictus Emperor.
Well, I just fucking killed it. Okay. Good to know. What the hell is this random pit in the floor? Oh, okay.
For a Lumos thing, I think. I'm not quite caught up, but...
Oh
well. Pesky Pixie Pestinomi.
That's the best spell. It's right up there with, Butter Daisies, or what is it, like...
I don't know, you're talking about the one that
turn this stupid
Ron
fat
uses
rat
on
yellow.
Gabas? Yeah.
And then there's Eye of Rabbit. Turn this water into rum.
It's been too long since I've read or watched any of the series.
There's a lot of lines that are
talking about.
There's a lot of lines that are good just because of how badly they're like pronounced.
I see.
Like the my dad's a muggle, mom's a witch. Bit of nasty chocolate apple I found out. Like he just like says it like really fucking fast. Like
it's probably something that like I'd find easier to comprehend as somebody that I. But yeah, I can see the problem. Don't bother going back for the thing, by the way.
What's that?
Don't bother going back for any of the like secrets that are unlocked earlier in the level.
Yeah,
I
it's like,
I realize I'm behind and you didn't do that anyway, but I think we can actually cheap out this this puzzle here.
I'm gonna try.
Get up without having to solve it.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do anyway. I assume like push something onto it, but
I think you can basically like drop down from straight on onto the ledge there. Oh, or maybe you can. I'm not sure.
Whatever. I don't think I have to do it.
Well, no, that is progress, but you have to like go around to a higher room first.
Okay.
I also don't know why these levels are just stuffed with like random
Stuffed with what?
chairs covered in stuffed with random garbage in the corners, like the fucking chairs with sheets on them and
Yeah, I don't know.
frames and stuff.
I would make some kind of reference to the White Palace from Hollow Knight, but I don't know how to make a reference to that without eating. Anyway, I guess
They're
I'm supposed to
eating.
put that, push the crate down. I'll do that in a second. Gotta get more beans.
Yeah. Yeah. Pass. Yeah.
Or loose beans, as the case may be. Pendo. You want to fucking fall down? Wow. Okay. That was good.
Gosh, why did you leave your daughter on?
She had it coming.
It's just Hogwarts brew. Oh boy, stream's taking a shit.
Oh, goody.
Maybe not.
I got
back.
like a frame of static there. That was cool.
Mhm.
What?
What?
What do you mean invisible platform? What is it? What's the point of this? Oh. Oh, I see now.
Oh, did you get to the Peeves thing?
No.
I think it's nearby. I think it's for. Just,
Or this is just the end of the level right here.
Yeah, I can see the chest up there.
Potter, you've completed my Scourge challenge. The remaining time now becomes your personal high score.
Yeah, it says I have 2,168 dropped frames, which is apparently 1.6% of the entire stream. And that
Oh,
sounds
God.
like a lot.
Jesus Christ.
It
is pretty bad.
Point ceremony
I guess you skipped the Peeves jump scare.
Apparently. The eponymous Peeves jump scare.
Yes. There'll be more of them though. But
Yeah, my dropped frame count is distressingly high. There's not really much I can do about it, though.
Looks like it's time for another house point ceremony.
Looks like
Let's see
another
which house is
ceremony.
ahead
We
this
can find out who gets to visit the esteemed bean room.
that Gryffindor
so as excellent as the Bean bonus stream is,
It looks like you get to visit the bonus bean room.
Oh, what the fuck are you breaking? Yeah, sounds. This fucking bonus bean room. I currently have no idea what's going on with the stream. Maybe I should pause. I don't actually know how to pause. Okay, hold on. Let me take a second here and wait, because I don't know if it's dying. I like how people are like, oh yeah, we're back. Like, no, we're not. I fucking stopped the stream. Like, like what are you talking about?
oh dear God.
I just wanted to see if that would help. It might. It's unclear if it will, but we'll see. I didn't
Are we back
even
now?
know, maybe. I didn't even know where you went. I just started.
Oh,
hearing
did I not get
noises.
heard?
I don't know. I mean, you cut out half the time anyway. Like,
Ah, jeez. I just needed a bathroom break.
Okay.
So, with the owner of a 2003 CD-ROM, a big red one, please report to the front desk. Thank you.
Yeah, see, that's the problem, is half the joke got at. I don't know what to do about that.
I'll just type it in chat and it'll be, like, less funny.
Yes.
Hopefully by the time I have accrued enough money for a second one of these, I'll be in a better internet situation. It'll be 100% autumn and 50%.
50% weed.
1% evil, 99% hot gas.
Investigate the scene of the crime. Filch usually guards the hallway where his cat.
The eerie silence.
But he's away, so
It should be
now's
playing
our
the music.
Oh, yeah.
Has the music just
I don't
died?
think there was any music in that.
Do you really think there's...
Is there music now?
Yeah.
I believe Flitwick's story,
Okay.
even if he doesn't. And Dumbledore himself couldn't cure Mrs. Norris. I think that whatever attacked her might not be human.
Here we are, at the scene of the crime. It can't hurt to look around, since we're already here, and Filch isn't. Remember all the water that was on the floor? Where
No, I don't remember the water on the floor. I don't think you rendered any.
Let's have a look.
I can't go in there. It's a girl's bathroom.
Good.
Oh, Ron, there won't be anyone in here. This is Moaning Myrtle's place.
I'm not.
Can't go in there. That's a girl's bathroom.
It's been out of order.
I'm not 2 hours in. I'm in. It's like an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's hard to say how I feel about this game because I'm more distracted by the technical issues than anything else. But I mean, it's fine for what it is. It's
the non-magical folk out of Hogwarts.
enjoyable in a stupid way.
You heard him call Hermione a mudblood. How do we prove it's him?
That's basically how I enjoyed it when I...
Did we hear Draco call her mudblood? I don't remember that.
He did actually, yeah.
But that's impossible.
That did in fact happen.
Would be some polyjuice potion. It transforms.
So those mini dungeons I mentioned, they're basically just collecting
No one would realise it was really Harry.
They're basically collecting what?
Potion
ingredients for the polyjuice
powdered bicorn horn and shredded boomslang skin.
potion.
Harry,
Did I cut out again?
get me some.
Slightly,
Any
but it's
idea
fine.
where I can find some?
Polyjuice potion ingredients.
Storage
Yeah.
room. I'm not sure about the shredded boomslang skin. I'll need to check at the library.
Lovely. Molten boom.
Which is the old Harry Potter game with all the
Goo.
fate.
This should be enjoyable.
Probably one of the PS1 games.
Yeah, if you're talking about like where like PS1 Hagrid is, that's
So,
the first game.
unsurprisingly, PS1 Hagrid is from a PS1 game.
Indeed. Dungeon is pretty creepy, especially for a 4-year-old child.
What do you mean PS1 Hagrid is mood? I hate it when people use mood as an adjective. Like, I don't know what it means.
Oh yeah, you can't do that yet because you don't know.
Well, it is a little unclear what I'm supposed to be doing at the moment, but
I think there's a certain room or entrance you're supposed to be looking for. Dungeon area. Don't know how to pull a chain. It's not
Well, it's
Snape's
like
room.
how-
You exit out of there.
yeah, it's like how Donkey Kong doesn't know how to pull a lever until he gets a potion from Frankie.
Jesus Christ.
I like these random floors that don't exist.
Yeah.
I don't understand the point of them.
It's so that you can get more beans when you throw your stick at a gargoyle.
Of course.
It makes perfect sense.
Oh, is that okay? I didn't realize that those were like specifically connected to the gargoyle statues. I thought that there was just parts
you
where it's
didn't?
like this floor is randomly just transparent. I'm like, okay.
No, yeah, like Gordon said. So I think this is the section that Saishiagni
The green place.
was talking about, yeah.
Well, a couple spiders just walked into my feet and died. I didn't even have anything to do with that.
Good.
So where the fuck are we?
This is
looking pretty
the
Chamber of
path?
Secrecy to me. Like,
this is the path to Snape's storage room.
oh. I didn't realize Snape stored all of his stuff, like, behind a fucking...
Gauntlet.
Yeah, like...
It's for security, I guess.
I almost fell into it. Oh my god, I'm just now hearing the noises on these. It's like, it's like the fucking title screen confirmation from The Ring.
Oh, like the movie The Ring?
The Dreamcast game based on it.
Oh. I didn't know there was a fucking Dreamcast game based on that movie.
Yeah, it was reviewed by RMake21 and then later by Spoonie. It has a lot of very stupid moments in it, but the most instantly recognizable and easy to make fun of is the fact that you're on the title screen and you like go to hit new game or whatever and it just goes
Excellent. So, I'm not going to be able to react to this again, just for anybody faint of heart in the audience. When we get to a chest that's just before, like, that's at, like, the top of a room full of colored doors that seem like they're going to rotate, that's where there's a, another Pete's jump scare.
Well,
I didn't realize you could walk in. Actually, never mind, I did.
I found a Thingus of some description.
What, the bark?
Yeah. I couldn't remember what it was. I'm just gonna go
It's
with
like
Thingus.
Wigan Tree bark. It's like Wigan Tree bark and something weld mucus.
What the fuck? Did those snails just, like, scream when I threw them in the pit?
Yep, they do that.
Huh. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Also, I like how these are basically the blast-ended Scroots before those actually existed.
Mm-hmm. I think fire crabs were mentioned in the book.
They probably are, I don't remember exactly.
Not approving of all this snail.
Flipendo!
Flipendo! Flipendo!
Is there supposed to just be a constant yellow sun at the end of my wand here? I feel like that wasn't there before.
That's from Lumos. And it slowly gets smaller as this.
Oh my god, I hate these fucking crabs. They're so annoying.
They're really fucking bad. Well.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Hashtag snails did nothing wrong. They look like turtles, but I think the game did call them crabs.
Yeah, they're fire crabs. Yeah, that's a good description.
Ooh, do we get to do more of the same? I think we do.
I think we get more stream shitted. Yeah, that word that exists. Shittage.
Well, it doesn't say I've dropped any frames yet. The turtles from Majora's Mask that go cat crap. Oh, so there's supposed to be 40 of these cards, right? Because I feel like I've already collected a ton of them. Check the jail cells. Oh. Too late. I'm loving these gnomes that totally have a point. So, I guess the game's getting to a point now where it's just kind of the same shit. We should, someone should say something controversial. No, I don't know.
I probably could, but let's not.
Let's not.
I could think of something that's like dumb and no one will actually care about, but is like no one can agree on or something.
We could always go with the old standby of what is your opinion on extremely obscure thing here. Oh, God, this looks bad. Okay.
Yeah. It's still so bad. You can kind of.
Oh no.
There's like a few ways of doing it. Oh, did you get the? Yeah, I see it. That scared the shit out of me as a kid.
I mean, I guess it's kind of unexpected. Alright, here, you, my good friend, can go away.
What is your opinion on the?
You
I think you have to. I think you have to hit red to open up the door at least, and then you just gotta mess with the other ones until you open up a path.
Okay.
There's only so many combinations if you know.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Green. Okay. Yeah, this actually looks the same. I'm assuming I'm following the path of the the way the carpet points. So. Yeah.
Actually, you can do it from anywhere as long as because you jump over the pit, basically. Yeah, there you go.
Personally, I like the electric snail. It's a stupid animal.
That's stupid animal. You're stupid. I wanted the best animal. I've been going through that show recently.
You went through, like, the first 4 seasons, all of the movies, and, like, part of Season 5 in the span of, like, 2 weeks.
Part of Season 6. Yeah, it was pretty quick. I've slowed down in the past. Oh, hey, Joel. Oh, hi, Mark. Except there's also a Mark in chat, so hi to you too.
Nah, only certain people get recognition.
Only certain people get her.
For a limited time only, certain children get prizes.
Alright, so what did you think of that mini dungeon?
Oh, was that the whole thing?
Oh, we'll see. I think you got a little bit left here. Oh, not quite.
I never really got into the, So, like, here's my thing with Harry Potter, is I really do enjoy the books, and to a lesser extent the movies. They're pretty good, but they have their faults. But and I've also read fanfics and stuff, and I've been in, like, forum discussions and stuff, but despite all that, I still hesitate to really say that I'm part of the fandom in certain senses, because, like, I've never felt the need to, like, say, like, oh, I'm part of this house, like, and that kind of crap. Like, I never got into that stuff, so I don't really have...
Being a fan of something and being in the fan base is kind of different.
Yeah, it's like... Because I know there's also the stuff on the website where there's, like, the official house sorting stuff. I never wanted to do that. So, if I have...
I do have an answer, but I don't really think it's a... but, I mean, you go on.
I was just gonna say, if I had to pick, I'd feel like I'd probably just be Hufflepuff, because I don't really think I stand out in any particular way, but, like, I don't know.
I'd probably be Ravenclaw, just because, I mean, I did well in school, so...
I mean, I did too, but I also don't think of myself as really being that smart.
I don't like to think of myself as being especially smart. I mean, people say it, and I seem to meet the criteria most people use, so it's always difficult to say that without sounding like a idiot.
I mean, that can kind of be the same with most of the other houses too, because it's like, yeah, I'm super fucking brave and awesome. I'm Gryffindor.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I'm not really brave. I don't think.
You're about as brave as a bag of sand.
What's Hufflepuff? Loyalty?
It's loyalty and also just kind of like It's like the other
Filler.
house. Yeah, it's like if you don't really belong anywhere else, then you go there.
Slytherin's good at making friends,
And then
right? And cunning.
Yeah. Slytherin is weird because, like, people will say that, like, oh, it's not just the evil house, that's only Harry's perspective. It's totally the evil house. Like,
It's treated as it by the books.
It's
Even outside
if you're
of Harry.
in Slytherin, you're probably kind of a dick. Like, you don't have to be evil, but like, eh. Okay. I don't know. The entire fan base is just, oh god, just kind of destroyed now anyway with all of the like J.K. Rowling controversy. So it's like,
Yeah.
My thing is, I have no problem whatsoever separating the series from whatever she happens to believe, and I'm also of the opinion that like someone can have disagreeable opinions on some things and not others. So I don't know. Let's kind of avoid that before I say anything that I regret, though.
At the very least, it hasn't made me like. It hasn't made it difficult for me to like the series in the way that I do.
What, you mean
Fine.
even though you're the type of person she hates, that you're not gonna, like, fucking, like, erect a hate statue to her? Like...
No, I'm good. I don't think they necessarily need to separate it. I can understand why.
Like,
Cool,
if
but
people have
helpful.
have a problem with it, that's on them. They have the right to have a problem with it. I just happen not to. Okay, so
Yeah.
am I supposed?
Even then, I think she's more just dumb.
Let's ball the
Listen.
snipe. I'm liking this. What the fuck is going on with this cabinet?
All of your house points.
What cabinet? God, I haven't seen. Oh God!
It's pretty.
Oh
good.
Jesus Christ!
All right. So anyway, I got some kind of claw, so I think I can evolve.
That's a bike one horn.
Okay.
Oh God, we're really gonna get into the whole fucking meat and potatoes of the
Potions.
sea.
Better keep an eye out for Snape.
Let's maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could even add it.
It's not.
Said, like-
It's like some people just they're too fucking sensitive. It's like, oh my god, goblins are a stereotype of Jewish people. It's like, or they could maybe not be. Like maybe they're just goblins.
I've always seen that as debatable.
Like,
I don't think it's necessarily
Hi,
definite.
would you consider a trophy?
Joel, this is the PC version. The PS1 version is a completely different game.
well, he helped me set this one up, so yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
try it the other one.
I found some bicorn horn to add to the potion.
Were you considering the console versions?
If this one was completely unplayable, then yeah.
Track down soon.
I see. I have played those, but much less.
They're starting a dueling club and the first meeting is today.
Oh, goody.
That could be interesting. Come to the Great Hall if you want to learn how to...
Yeah, this one still has some condition issues. It still collects well. That's fair. He did legit say that we should talk about something controversial, but you weren't being serious, so.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You don't talk about that.
Let's talk about
Chat's
the
being
Beanie Mafia.
belly seven. Oh God, Beanie Mafia.
No.
I thought you couldn't talk about that.
I can't talk about the Beanie Mafia, you're right, but I can at least mention that there is one and that I can't talk about it.
It's really fucking good. You guys are missing out. If it ever gets resolved, then you could, right?
Maybe. It's debatable. I want to go see Hagrid. Do you know how
Before
to get
Harry
to him?
Potter. How to get to Hagrid? Oh, go outside. I assume you've probably already done that, but it's near the Quidditch pitch.
Oh, there he is.
Concerned about what's going on here.
Oh, he doesn't look quite as bad as the PS1 version.
Summers thinks my hut is
God, the stream is behind on my
There's
end.
some as thinks my hut is crude.
The gardens are quite lovely this year.
Do you do anything?
Oh, he's just kind of wandering around, huh? You can actually go to his hut if you.
The flesh-eating
slugs are after my vegetable marrows again.
Where's the hut?
It's near the Quidditch pitch.
Let me just deal with whatever the hell this is.
Probably just a secret. I enjoyed the "here is what I have, none of it sale." But
yeah, it was like, yeah, it was just someone was like, "Hey, I have a bunch of Gen 1s. I have Gen 1 Blackie and Pinchers and Brownie and all this cool stuff, but I'm not selling it." And they didn't even post a picture. And I'm like, okay, then why are you telling us? Weird flex, but okay. Like, except the thing is, I've actually heard that there is some stuff going on behind the scenes with that too. So,
hey Harry,
tell me about that later.
There's not much to say.
Randy, what the fuck is that emote?
Ooh, hold on.
Wait, is Hagrid walking all the way to his hut? Jesus.
So you can't hear this right now, but there's like a magic angle where I can rub against this wall where it's...
Oh good, I'll definitely have to check the...
What the hell's going on here? Oh, he just has very fucking loud pigs, apparently. Holy shit, they're loud.
Oh yeah, oh god, I forgot about the...
What is going on with these pigs?
They probably just forgot to change a value in the final release.
Jesus.
I'd love to see this game, like, re-optimized for modern platforms by somebody that knows what they're doing. I'm a programmer, but I'm really not that experienced. Probably couldn't do anything.
I like how Hagrid just kind of lives in the fucking Shire. Like, what is this?
Yeah! Oh boy. This is like an Ed, Edd n Eddy episode. Life has many doors, Ed boy.
God. Okay, I think we're done with Hagrid. He's not doing anything too terribly interesting.
Do you remember what they told you to go do next?
Dueling Club, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's in the Great Hall.
I'll just walk like this from now on.
Good.
Hey Harry, want to trade? We buy in bulk and pass the savings on to you.
No, I'm storing up these beans for future secret usage.
For secret eating. Oh wait, no, that was a joke.
I mean,
Dante's still here.
Well, secret eating is just a Homestar joke.
Is it? I could have sworn there was something else.
I mean, it might have been repurposed to something else, but it originally came from the Fluffy Puff marshmallows. Stuff some under your pillow for secret eating.
Can everyone see me?
Oh, okay, that is that is what it was. Never mind.
I started dueling.
The trees are rendering behind the walls.
Yeah.
Dueling club meets every
It just sounds par for the course. You could say it's par for the course.
Of course.
Of course, you course whores.
Oh, good.
I could. But I choose to chew Jews' shoes.
Mimble Wimble.
Yep, that was the one I was mentioning earlier.
Which reflects spells back onto your opponent.
That is decidedly not what Expelliarmus does. Okay. Holy shit, he turned into Inspector Gadget. Oh god.
Who?
To cast a selected spell, press the left mouse button. You may build up the strength.
God.
Jumping during duels. A pledge of 30 bots every flavored beans is required to duel.
30 bots every flavored beans?
Student to a duel, simply walk up to them. If you have enough beans, you
Oh god, this game.
My assistant, Professor
Move the glow.
has informed me that he knows a tiny bit about dueling.
Did the fire just give up?
Agreed to monitor the... And now for a brief demonstration. Mr. Potter, if you'd like to partner up with Mr. Weasley...
I don't think so. Time to split up the dream team.
Oh yeah, Ron's wand never broke in
Mr.
this.
Malfoy, let's see what you can make of the famous...
Oh yeah.
Thrashing, you will be a treat, Potter.
Potter? fucking hate Malfoy so much.
One's at the ready. I count to 3.
Scared, Potter? You wish.
1, 2,
Alright, I'm just...
Today,
Alright, so...
you will have the pleasure of dueling the great
Oh. Oh, is this gonna be Ganon tennis?
Not exactly. But parts of it.
I'm just gonna spam Expelliarmus, because that's what Harry does in canon. It was Ganon tennis. Excellent.
Oh god. You're so fucking far ahead of the stream for me.
I'm sorry.
Oh well. No, it's not a big
You
deal.
can always refresh the stream, it should kind of catch it up.
I tried doing that and it didn't work.
Meanwhile, Malfoy just casts Avada Kedavra.
So why did it look like a bunch of like cat hair show when you spell?
What?
It was just like a bunch of strange orange lines floating. Look kind of like cat hair.
Not him.
I'm liking this snake just kind of slithering in place here.
You're a parcel mouth, Harry. You can talk to snakes.
Why does it matter?
It matters, Harry, because being able to talk to snakes was what Salazar Slytherin
I think Hermione's being like cut in half here.
Exactly. Now the whole school.
Oh, and there's someone just running in circles, okay.
Grandson or something. But I'm not.
I'll wait to see that.
We'll see you later, Harry.
Bye, Harry.
We're going away. I'm not sure where they went. Oh, God, no, I don't want to do the fucking bean game again.
He be a descendant of Salazar Slytherin.
I just saw the fucking guy.
Pathology class.
Oh my god.
I'll be in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom working on the Polyjuice potion.
I can't believe
That's a good question, Kev.
Well,
That I don't have the answer
it's like
to.
herbology, Harry. Come on.
Clearly there's just like a snake dimension that all the snakes are stored in.
Harry Potter and the Methods of Rationality brought up the question of how Parseltongue works, because that means that snakes are sentient. And so, like, are all animals? Or is it just snakes?
Oh god. Was
Like-
that fanfic?
By the Rick December challenge.
Actually,
That thing you mentioned?
Hmm?
Is that a fanfic, the thing you mentioned?
yeah. I actually don't know where we're going.
Oh
but-
god, oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god!
Oh,
What are you doing now?
I don't know, I'm following Ron.
Okay. Sounds like it might be herbology time.
There was the Snake Planet from Rick and Morty.
No, you can't mention that show.
Why?
Because some people that aren't you that do mention the show are obnoxious.
Oh, okay.
So therefore, by association...
Yeah, therefore the show is the fucking worst. And if I like it, then I am just Hitler, basically.
Herbology, everyone.
I haven't actually watched it, and I am kind of put off by the fanbase, but I recognize that they're rationals.
Dig right in, shall we?
That is a huge watering can.
Attitude Diffindo, the severing charm. Harry Potter.
Call your hands! Yeah, I know that bit.
In front of class and be the first to learn the
That was weird. Your Carl voice sounded like
Taking
John
a
Benjamin.
leaf from Hermione's book, aren't you?
I don't know who that is.
Coach McGurk, Archer, Bob Belcher. Oh, goody, we get to play
Brendan,
this
you
game
have to
again.
try these leaves.
Fix
They're
your gaze on
poisonous.
the- See the pointer? It's about to move its way. When the pointer passes directly over the arrow, press this exercise
Press.
in 3 parts. In each part, you must be accurate in order to
Taking a leaf from Hermione's book? Very smart.
Was that a joke?
I mean, they're in herbology class.
You
So.
moved
Yeah, I
on to
guess.
the next 5 points to Griffin, round 2. Go.
So far I'd say these DDR sections learning the spells have got to be the most useless part of the game.
10 points to Gryffindor. Round 3. Go.
The
Yeah, they're pretty useless.
the magic bean room is pretty high up on that list too, but I think these are dumber.
The bean bonus room, get it right.
Exercises
Oh, yeah.
in 15 points to Gryffindor. You have learnt Diffindo, Harry. We've
A good point,
planned
go
a
on
lot
there.
of greatness here today. Now let's move on.
Is that incorrect?
I don't know. I'm thinking now.
I hear it.
I'm not sure if
Is it
learned
a-
or learnt like either it's a regional difference or they both mean slightly different things.
To complete the challenge,
Let me look it up.
the completion star, which can be found.
The past tense of learn is, and so is the past part. Oh, okay, no, it is a regional thing. Okay, it's regional.
Is that like dreamed versus dreamt? I think I actually got like points taken off of an English paper once for using the word dreamt. So I don't know if it's just if there's a difference between like context or I don't know.
It's Diffindo, not Defendo. It's still a magic to use the cut T.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
I want to learn Sectum Sempra.
Ah, yes. So, this dungeon's fairly long, so it'll probably be the
last one we do.
Probably, assuming that we're sticking to 2 hours.
Okay. I'm getting close to Satan Beans.
Ending with a T is more associated with British English. Fair enough. You are an author, apparently.
I also like how British English is just allergic to the letter Z.
You guys are allergic to the letter U. It's only fair.
Yeah, it's true. There we go.
Like, whenever I see the American spelling of a word that has, like, eyes in it, and it uses the Z, it always feels like, you know, like, cool kids. Poor spelling is cool. Like, I know it's not incorrect in your context, but it seems like the kind of thing where they've added it just to look cool. It gives me that vibe.
There's a lot of letters that honestly could kind of just not exist and wouldn't really hurt much, but
yeah. Q for one.
Yeah, Q is a little useless, X is useless. Every use of the letter C can either be replaced with
K or S.
K or S, unless it's a CH. Also, I just think it's weird how at some point there was a disagreement on Z versus Z, and I don't know how that happened. But, like,
yeah, I don't know either.
And it's just weird.
I'd be interested to know.
Like, I don't know. It's one of those things.
On that note, though, like, I actually kind of alternate between Z and Z, but everyone around me in real life says it's literally just because I've been exposed to so much fucking American media and being around American friends and stuff online. And I kind of hate it, like, not because I have any problem with things, like, you guys can say that how you want. I just feel fucking awkward and like a unintentional poser doing that.
From my perspective, I think everyone should just spell things and say things the way they learned it and not worry about it, like, being wrong in another country, like...
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I learned it a certain way, just naturally and unintentionally. Enjoying this discussion brings you to study English Union. Fair enough.
I wasn't actually paying attention to what she said. What am I doing with these? Just making sure they don't kill me
You
with
just
mushroom
cut.
gas.
Oh, the mushroom things.
Yeah.
Oh god, that one. I think you basically just cut with the that releases spores. So you stay away from them, and then you can I think the lower area has a Peeves chest in it.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Like underneath the drawbridge. Okay. Just a line of then you get stuff like the banjo games where jam jars will rhyme things with Z.
Yeah.
And it only works if you say it like that.
Yes, ripping good laugh.
The cactus.
Cactus and the croquet mallet.
Hippopotamus. Actually, no, that was in Wizard Swears. So it was like hippopotamus. Boop, 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 boop.
I don't even remember. A lot of those I've only watched once.
God, why is Neil Cicero such a fucking legend?
I don't know. And I was going through Gravity Falls a few months ago, and the credits...
His sister is a writer on that.
Yeah, the credits of the final episode, I see Emmy Ciceriga, and I'm like, hold the fucking phone. And I had to look her up, and I'm like, why? Why is either...
They're just prolific.
Why is either Neil or people related to him just everywhere? Like...
Because they do good work, and people recognize it. Oh yeah, on the 360. Fucking rhymes stop making sense, because they have to replace all the buttons.
God, I never even thought about
Rhymes.
that.
For some reason, he's good at everything he tries to do. Yeah,
I'll
really.
spend 17 minutes staring at this stained glass window. You know.
Ah, yes. How much time we got left?
I mean, I'll just go until we're done with this area, I guess.
Okay, that's fine. So we've all been Neil this whole time. Yes.
So I like to imagine that there's just like 20 of these gauntlets set up, and all the students are running them at the same time.
I still think the idea of them sitting in the classroom twiddling their thumbs is funnier.
Yeah.
Not all watching Harry do it.
But the thing is, like, only Harry ever gets to do it. Like, after he's done, everyone else just kind of learns it by watching him. And so every class that starts, they're like, the teacher's like, well, we need to have someone volunteer to run the course. Let's have Harry do it. And everyone's like, of course, fucking Harry again.
In the third game, there's 3 dungeons, and they give 1 to each of the main trio.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. They don't play any differently, but...
Yeah, I was about to ask, do they actually have any differences at all? But no.
The only difference is that they are then the only one that can cast that spell for the rest of the game, I think. Oh, actually, no, that's not even true. Never mind. Wait, maybe? I can't remember.
So
Whatever.
is it based off of the movies where Ron is fucking useless, or is it based off the books where he's actually, like, okay at stuff?
I don't think there's enough of a story to really, in the game version, really assess, to be honest.
I always freaking hated that, how just... They
took
out, like, every single good part of his character.
Didn't, Steve Knowles, or whatever the fuck the director was, like, repeatedly state that Hermione was his favorite character, and he really liked to emphasize how smart she was and shit.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, she's smart, but Ron has strengths. It's... doesn't mean that she needs to be the only one that can do anything.
Oh, there were beans in the watering can, okay.
You've been asked about, ukulele.
Oh, I mean, people have been asking me that for ages. I'm not specifically opposed to playing the second ukulele game. It's not something I'm like.
It's really weird to me that that's considered the sequel, even though it's suddenly a different gameplay style. It becomes like, isn't that basically like a Donkey Kong Country like game?
Yeah, it's pretty much like that.
Clearly, they'll just recreate, like Playtonic will just create their own thing that Rare did. So they have Banjo and DKC covered. So next they gotta make a Conquer equivalent. Perfect Dark. God no.
Blast Core.
Cameo the elements of power. Grabbed by the ghoulies.
It's Mr. Pants. Okay.
did they make Gruntilda's Revenge and Banjo? Those are probably called.
Yeah, I mean, Rare made those.
DKR.
I am not interested in the new SpongeBob game.
It's not really new, it's a remake. It doesn't even like change anything, it's just
I'm
the same
surprised
thing.
at how many people ask me about that, though. It's like, I just... The only time I ever play games based off of, like, licensed properties is when people specifically ask me to for this type of stuff. It's just, I've never had any interest in doing it. I mean, if you wanted to, like, for Goyle asking, like, would you want to keep this going instead of, like, picking a different game? I mean, that's really up to you. I don't know. The technical issues are a bit much. It's not... like, the graphical problems aren't as bad as I thought they'd be, but it is causing streaming issues, and I don't know if that's the game or if that's just my internet.
You could always test by trying another stream before we would do more of it. But I mean, I would be down for doing more of it, if everyone else is. But I don't want to be the one that's like, hell yeah, because, like, this is not my favorite game, it's just one that I'm just for. But people seem to be having fun with it, so that's something.
Yeah. Personally, I'd probably prefer doing something different, just for the sake of variety. Because there was another person who also wanted to do, like, a different Harry Potter game, and I'm just like, I mean, I guess, but I feel like it might be kind of more of the same.
I don't know. Which one did they ask for again? Like, the one of the console versions?
I think the first one, and I don't remember if it was PC.
I think that one's... I think it's fairly different. I seem to remember playing it, and, like, it's still the general, like, you do dungeons and get spells, but... Oh, I see the message was deleted, so I'll... Personally, I prefer that. Personally...
Not sure what that was.
Don't need to suggest... I was just reading a thing in chat.
Yeah.
I guess we would call him a feather fag.
Excuse me.
Brawl Taunt. This Brawl Taunt's reference. Oh no, now I'm gonna get cancelled for saying that the word.
Can't believe that you would ever do such a thing. And before I start dropping N-bombs. Okay, now.
God.
Heated gamer moment.
Controversial opinion, I think the intent is more important than the actual words. So I really don't give a shit what words people say, as long as they don't actively mean to
How
hurt
dare
anybody.
you not be offended by things?
I
I
know,
am offended
right?
by your lack of being offended by things.
It's part of my job description as a trans woman.
And sever its arm.
I don't know.
I need to stop opening chests.
Oh boy, Venomous Tentacular.
More like Scott Bakula.
Was that from fucking... Oh, what's it? Fucking... Shank Daddy X?
It actually is, but I mean, he is a real actor. Like...
Well, right, but I mean, is the ref to it inspired by Shank Daddy X? Okay. Someone dropped an N-bomb in a server the other day by accident. How did they do it by accident?
Defender!
I mean, because there's kind of two components to this. Right? There's this game, and there's the fact that I requested it and I'm the co-com on it. I think it'd be, like, even weirder if you just, like, gave it for me to co-com for another thing, because...
Well, right, I like, that's the thing, is if I was gonna play more of this by request, it would be with the person requesting it, and you probably wouldn't be in it, so it's like... unless, I guess, they wanted you to be.
Kind of an odd situation.
Yeah.
Oops, accidentally said the N-word again. Hate it. Find something that leads to some laughs. That's fair. I mean, do you really not have anything that you... To be fair, I had trouble picking a game as well. I was just like, oh, it's nostalgic, whatever. Definitely wouldn't say it, I see.
Also keep in mind, like, some people will suggest a game and they'll be like, hey, can you play this, but I don't want to, like, actually co-com with you. And that's also a possibility, like, I'm not opposed to doing that. I like doing co-commentary stuff, because, it just kind of gives me something to work off of, and I don't have to worry so much about not having something to say constantly. But
yeah, that's true. That's true.
There's also the possibility of me just kind of like going to the local Shakey's Pizza and finding some random person to join me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Ignore me.
Oh, it's the Phazon. The fucking breathing.
Oh, good. I keep seeing his name pop up. It's weird, like, because, like, I have the suggested links on my homepage on my phone for, like, things related to, like, recent searches I've done, and I'll get, like, these articles for, like, video game news, and it's always, like, he is always the one reporting on it, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's just...
that's me. I typed in chat.
Scourge.
Scourge.
Join Randy, Mandy, Andy, and Scourge as they learn to give a care.
What's that from?
That is from Strong Betty now.
I see.
But first, they're tiny, they're toony, they're all a little loony. It's the Cheat Commandos.
That wasn't very cheat commandos of you.
Hey, I mean, I don't think he made I don't think he made Emerald worse. He might not.
I last watched Emerald a couple years ago, and I thought it was fine. Even though that's with Phazon.
I don't know. Could also just be part of me not wanting to, like, give anyone shit. Like, I thought
yeah.
it was fine.
Yeah. Now that motherfucker Joel.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I don't know what the hell he's doing in all my stuff. So anyway, my daughter's Clobberella.
God damn it.
Somebody 902, the Sturge.
It's fucking cheesy Johnson deck.
Wasn't that in Big Date?
Yoshi's story? Oh, was it in Big Date? I don't know, maybe. I'd have to play that again.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was Big Date or if it was the RPG that you worked on, but if you don't remember that, then it was probably Big Date.
I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it was PG. Hi, Joel.
Well, the frogs are chocolate. They're not textureless.
Chocolate.
Watering can.
Rule number 17. I'm not gonna fucking practice them while washing my 5 identical plate.
Sorry, I apologize to everyone who didn't hear that one because it got cut off again. That was just... there was a great conversation we had yesterday that ended with me explaining the 5 maroon plates bit from a Digby video, and...
yeah. Hey, Dante, you're here. Was Cheesy Johnson Bennigan mentioned in Big Date?
It might have also been in Esotericism, I don't remember. It was one of them. I think Big Date...
I don't think Esotericism mentioned it.
I think Big Date mentioned, Baxterina the Freaking Bluefish, at least. It was like a movie that they went to see.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Alright, well, finish that level.
You have completed my
Oh, really? Jesus, I'm far behind.
Time now becomes your personal house.
Well, I don't stream, but I will, I guess, dump my, like, YouTube channel chat. If anybody cares.
Okay. I'll put it in, like, the video description, too.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, I could keep going to an arbitrary point, but I think we've hit the 2 hours, and...
Yeah, that's fine. I think you kind of get the point anyway. There are some pretty good moments later on, but I could always just show you them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I'd kind of be interested to see the whole bit with the basilisk and everything, but I'm assuming that's still quite a distance away.
Yeah, I'd say you're about halfway through the game at this point.
Yeah. Alright, the Maroon number 5 story was in Vinny's stream of Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time 3D.
There's a whole video dedicated to it, but
yeah, just look up like Vinny Cousin story or something.
Anyway, yeah, I guess I'm gonna call it here. I don't know if I'm doing anything later. I don't have any plans to, but I don't have any plans specifically not to, so don't expect anything. Also, I'm never doing another video again, and most people are gay.
You guys have been great.
And I'm currently dead, so bye.